everyone. I'm in the ITC right now, getting ready for a training actually, and I just want to let you know that this is a great place to come and learn about Canvas and internet technologies. And a lot of times we have snacks and hot tea for you, but this is the time that I want to just share with you again that I'm trying to save you time so you can get back to the things that you love to do and join us for some trainings. All right, I hope everything that I've been doing is helping. You let me know. Thank you. So let's talk about rubrics. I'm going to show you one way to set up your rubrics. You can come over here to Outcomes on your menu. Now, it may not be available for your students to view, but it is available for you to view and create rubrics. Click on the dot, dot, dot icon and manage rubrics. Now you may have some already coming over from Blackboard, or maybe you created some in the past and you have them all listed here for that particular class or course. Some of you may have access to other courses that have rubrics, and you'd be able to select from here if you wanted to make any changes and additions to the rubric, because we have something new in the rubrics. We have what's called the ratings and also the title. So for example, I'm just going to show you very quickly how to create this rubric. The description of the criterion, say you're going to be doing a threaded discussion and you want to make sure that there's good grammar and spelling. So that could be a criterion. And then here's the cool thing is that you can actually set it up so it has a range. So let's just check that out and see what that looks like. Now, if you knew that for this particular criterion, it was going to be 2 points. And now watch how that just changed here. And we want exemplary. We want the students to know what exemplary is. So we can make sure that we have the exemplary title, and then we have a lot of details about what we're expecting for that student in the rating description. I'll let you fill that out and then click on Update Rating. Now, if you're not happy with how that it's distributed the range because it's such few points, it's going to make a difference. You could actually put them in yourself manually and update that. So now grammar and spelling exemplary could be earning from 2 to 1 points, and then no marks, you can change that to say inadequate or however term you would like to use, and then put the details on what that looks like as far as the rating description. Maybe it means that there's a couple of spelling and grammar errors and that you're going to give them some points, but really not as many full points as they could earn. So that's what that looks like, and that's why the range is important. So you can come down here and continue to add more criterion, and really it's going to help your students. So once you're done with that, and you've filled it all out, you're going to click on Create Rubric. And then you have your practice rubric. Now let's go add it to an assignment. So in your assignment area, you can create your assignments. And the cool thing about it is for an assignment, and I already have a rubric here, it's right below the assignment. So let me go back and try to find one that doesn't have a rubric. Let's just say, okay, let's try this one. Doesn't have a rubric, so I'm going to click on the plus rubric, and I'm going to be able to either build it on the fly or go find the rubric I created ahead of time. Now, I do have access to other courses and other course rubrics, and then I would just locate the rubric that I created, and then I would click on Use this rubric. It's going to come into this area here. What I usually recommend is make sure you click on the pencil and you say by clicking on this check mark that you are going to use this rubric for assignment grading. That way everything will be able to be clicked on to add up in your speed grader. So there's a couple other things as you notice that you can check on. Got to make sure that these points are matching with the rubric, but it does prompt you if it doesn't. All right, I hope you enjoy rubrics. Now, showing you one more thing for the discussions. Discussions are a little bit different. If you're going to be adding a rubric, make sure it has points to the discussion. Notice that there's no place to add a rubric here because there are no points for this particular open-ended discussion. Okay, so here I'm at the discussion. I'm going to click on the cogwheel and add that rubric. Now, again, you can create it on the fly right here. It will save in the outcomes, but if I already have created ahead of time, I'm going to go click on Find That Rubric and locate that one. So I was in Sandbox 3. I have my rubrics listed. This is the one I wanted. I'm going to use this rubric and then make sure they click on the pencil because you're going to use this rubric for assignment grading. Update that. And again, it's because I have a different rubric grade. This is what it's going to look like for students with the discussion. I think it's important for you to see how students see the rubric. You are going to give them direction to click on the cogwheel and show rubric, and now it appears for them to take a look at. I think it's important that they see the rubric. And this rubric, just so you know, was pre the upgrade. So notice there is no range and there is no titles for exemplary, proficient, developing, novice, and so on and so forth. So I think you're going to like that. So you're going to want to update or start from scratch creating your rubrics.